Mark chapter 4, verse 9. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. I believe that's what the verse of the day is, and that's going to come into play later. Anyways, a couple of stuff. So stuff are going well. Getting my tasks done. Sutherland is having our ping pong tournament this weekend, this Saturday. Also, the committee I'm on that's planning leadership events also having our event this Saturday. So it's a nice. It's a busy weekend for sure. They kind of coincide with one each other, like the timing. So after I'm done with the event, I'm just gonna head straight down to the tournament, make sure everything goes well there. Fortunately, we have a team running both of those, so like my presence isn't required anywhere, so I'm good. Well, I'm good. The events are good either way. So that's going well. I will say, in terms of AI and new stuff, I don't know. A part of me feels behind. Obviously, DeepSeek has been doing what DeepSeek is doing. I'm sure people have heard about that. If you haven't, DeepSeek, this Chinese-based company, whose model is mostly open. Basically, they released a new reasoning model, and it compares to ChatGPT o1's model. That's a company who you have to like pay money for the o1 model. So then now, if you have DeepSeek, who is free, and it costs significantly less to train that model compared to o1, then now you have a problem. So a lot of I know OpenAI, Nvidia, and a couple other AI companies or companies really working hard in AI. Their stock went down, but slowly bouncing back up. And I think that's another thing to take into account when it comes to like the stocks going down and all of that. I do think it's a cool signifier of what's happening. But another thing I'm starting to realize is how I don't know if volatile is the word, but I feel like stuff like when it comes to stock markets and stuff like that, I don't know the best, but they change like so quickly. Depending on like so one person could really just say something and then like a stock will start crashing. Like I know Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, he basically said something about how quantum computing isn't really going to be used for something like that until like the next 25 years. And the stock that's been like doing what just crashed like that, which was like it felt like if you're investing in that stock, you would kind of have like some idea of like the uses of quantum computing, like how soon it will be useful, and that just doesn't seem like it seems like people are more so operating on vibes and promises rather than actual knowledge, which I find interesting. So that happened with DeepSeek, and the reason I don't feel so informed is because I still feel like I'm trying to catch up here and there. Um, and I was like, because I knew DeepSeek was a company. I feel like most people who are interested in AI knew about DeepSeek. They're a mostly open source company who was just like, it was free. The models were relatively comparing to like ChatGPT's models, which obviously cost money. So like I knew about, but their R1 model is apparently really good. I've used it, but I haven't used it for anything entirely complex. I really love the chain of thought feature where it shows like the actual model thinking. I was looking at the research paper they released today, and I'm still trying to grasp my head around it. Some core things is that basically what it does is that it uses like larger models to teach smaller models, if that makes sense. And that's like, I think it's called distilling. I can't fully explain it. I'm probably just going to link the research paper in the description of this video. But basically, it costs less money and it's really interesting. In terms of me saying mostly open source, some stuff that aren't open source is the data sets they use, stuff like that aren't open source. But like the weights and stuff like that of that nature are open source and you can access it. I heard that a professor at UC Berkeley or a team at UC Berkeley is actually working to replicate R1. So it's really cool. Like that's the one thing I love about open source stuff is that once people actually have the tools, it may not even like be the best one, but like if it makes the barrier to AI go down. And that's something I really hope to see more of in the AI space. They also released, oh shoot, the name is it's past me right now, but they also released a multimodal model, DeepSeek, and I was trying that out. I think the like the image generation isn't like it's not really competing with anyone. But like its ability to understand like what's going on in the image seems to be really good. I was trying that out and it looked like from what it did so far, it was really cool to see. But yeah, DeepSeek is something going on. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, still trying to understand the research paper. And that's something I also love about AI, because when I'm reading that research paper, I don't understand something. I need to just put into AI and say, explain this to me. But that's DeepSeek. Now, election stuff. I know this video is gonna be like just a bunch of random stuff, but we're gonna keep with it. We're gonna keep going with it. With the election stuff, I'm running for student government board member. I got to go to the meeting today, and something I was thinking about is a large part of my daily life consists of literally just having my earphones, in and thinking, pondering, listening to music. But I feel like I need to like let go of that. Actually, listen more, because something I've been trying to do for the past couple of days is just brainstorm what's the best campaign to run on. Because there's a bunch of good ideas, there's a bunch of stuff that could be improved, but what do people care about the most? And I think a downside to the way I was living my life like that is that I wasn't actually like listening to what people said. So that's why I kind of used the Bible verse in the beginning there, Mark chapter 6, verse 9. Because I think I need to listen more. So what I'm trying to do now is actually just like take off the earphones, stop listening to music, and just listen to what people are saying around me, try and pick up on cues, what trends I can notice. And yeah, and that also applies to like the tech space. Going back to that now, with me not feeling caught up with AI, which there's a lot going on, so I don't think I'll ever be caught up. But one thing I do think I want to do, especially this year, is not just like be keeping up. I also want to try and notice what's going on. Like this may not work, but it's like hearing the patterns, seeing the patterns, just trying to see like where it's gonna go next, right? Because like this R1 thing, like a couple months ago, you could have probably have like predicted this was gonna happen. So that's what I want to see, and then to add on to that, I want to be able to take action upon that, right? So like if I knew this was happening, maybe I could try shorting a stock. I have no idea how to do that. I remember I saw in the movie once. I've always wanted to do it. So like stuff like that, that's what I want to try doing. At least just trying to take noticing trends and taking actions on the stuff that I think other people aren't noticing, because that gives me a special advantage. Um, but yeah, and then the last thing I'll end on here is system. So in terms of my system, I think this past weekend, a bit before that, it's actually been messed up. My ideal system would be in the morning, I wake up, keep up to date, read the news, learn, listen to a research paper. After that, maybe work on a LinkedIn post, then work on some code, lead code, maybe designing some stuff. After that, do a workout. And then do Project Phillips, and then do my ideation phase where I just create like 10 ideas for the 5 ideas for Project Phillips and 5 ideas in general. That would be my ideal system. However, that's been messed up. I'm still trying to keep it, piece it back together, but I think I haven't been doing that really well. So that's what I'm trying to work on the next couple of days. I think workout was actually something that I don't think I've taken as seriously, but being sick in the past couple of days is actually like, it's put my health, even though I don't think it was that bad, it's put my health more in the forefront of my mind. To actually like, to be the person I want to be, I also have to be healthy. So that a large aspect of that is just exercising a lot. And I know that excuse I had a lot of my, like in the back of my head is that even though I exercise a lot, I walk a lot, so that balances out, but I don't think it does. Another thing I'm also trying to take into account is a healthier diet. So I've switched my my new lunch place is now going to be the Fruit Bowl place. It's no longer going to be Chick-fil-A. But yeah, those are just a bunch of stuff I threw at you. I apologize for that. But yeah, so a couple random things. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.